Good day to you and welcome to my gardens. I'm Spenta, I'm a nature fan, I'm a cultivator, and I love plants. Today I'm here to discuss a bit about chrysanthemums with you and why they're lovely plants and flowering plants, hardy, great perennials to plant in your area, in your gardens. Once again, I'm Spenta. I thank you for visiting me. Your comments, likes, subscriptions are greatly appreciated. Let's get started about one thing that I love so much about chrysanthemums, and that is the color that it brings during the autumn season. It has so many varieties of colors, and if you live in a cooler climate, it's a hardy flower, which means that it comes back the next year. That means you're saving money right off the bat. And to me, that's having good gardens. Self-sufficient gardens, plants that come back the following season, so you don't have to go spend more money purchasing them or purchasing seeds for them. I am at the point where I take lots of cuttings from my plants and I transplant. I do this with mums, I do this with daisies, and I also do this with aster. You could plant all those and you could actually take cuttings from them. Mums are the same as chrysanthemums. So when I refer to chrysanthemums and mums, they're the same thing. Mums are just short for chrysanthemum. Such beautiful colors. I have a variety in the front gardens. There is, I think my favorite that's up front, I would say, is an off-white. That is so pretty. It reminds me of a bride. Like in my gardens, it just shines at the spot that it's at. So it's just so beautiful. And so that's my favorite color that's up front. That's not to say there's not many other beautiful colors. There is a pink variety, there is a bronze variety, there is a yellow variety. I'm sharing my yellow mums with you right now, and they're lovely, lovely hardy plants, as I mentioned. Now I do want to add that I live in USDA zone 7. My climate gets cooler. I'm from a tropical area. I'm Persian, so being here in a cooler climate half your life, it's a bit challenging when it comes to gardening, especially if you've enjoyed planting since you were a little kid like me. I loved it since I was 5. I planted my first pepper seed then, and I've loved planting peppers and eating peppers ever since. And right now one of my goals is to cultivate the hottest pepper in the world, and I'm still working on it, and I will be working on it. And my bud jolokia, my scorpion pepper, all the other peppers, they are super hot, but I'm still working on making that super spicy pepper. So I have produce, as you can tell, as I've shared with you a little bit. If you're new and you haven't checked before, or if you're my one of my returning fans, you know that I have lots of produce. And for me, pollinators are important. So look at this. I'm sharing lots of colors with you. I just mentioned mums come in a variety of color. So guess what? If you have an autumn garden and you want to add color to it, I highly recommend chrysanthemums, because there's such a variety. As I mentioned, with green, yellow, it will add beautiful, beautiful hue. Also, contrast will attract the late pollinators. And if you have produce, you want to attract pollinators for as long as you can in your gardens. That is a big tip. Another thing that I have many friends ask is this, and I'd like to share it in a few videos. I will continually share this, that I do use my own soil. I do use my own soil mixture. I make my own compost. So what is that? That consists of 1/3 scraps, veggie and fruit scraps, anything from the kitchen. Let's just say I took some peels off, I save them. Grass clippings, 1/3 grass clippings, I save them. And sometimes if I don't have enough 1/3 grass clippings, I add some leaves to it. Also, I use 1/3 cow manure. So that's the portion I use. I use cow manure, I use kitchen veggies and fruit scraps. I don't use eggshells because it can attract pests, and I already have so many friends in the gardens. I don't want to attract the wrong kinds. So just making sure that I keep the friendly ones around. And just keeping it all organic, all vegetable and fruit based, just natural, earth loving compost. Spenta's Mother Nature compost, that's what I could call it. So that's what I feed my plants, and that's actually the soil I use for my plants. Now, mums like it, chrysanthemums like it when they're in a well-drained area. They'll do great in pots, containers. They'll do great in the ground. As I mentioned, they're perennials in my zone. I'm in USDA Zone 7. By the way, if you ever have any questions about the area you live at, I will be able to answer it. Please send me the question. And if I can't answer it, I'll definitely get with one of my friends who can, and I will definitely get back with you in a timely manner. Don't forget to leave me a comment and hit a like after that video, and I will get back with you. Even if it's a video from the past, I will check and get back with you. Do my best to answer and help you grow self-sufficient gardens, help you become a gardener like I became one. If I can do it, I think you can do it. So I believe in you. So help me, let me help you and answer all your questions. So I'll be here for you. Once again, mums are awesome. All mums are asters, but not all asters are mums. I have an aster color that is in my gardens. It also adds beauty to my gardens. It is a lilac. And mums and asters, they're similar. They have so many, mums have so many more petals on them. Aster has a lot less. I have a content shared with you guys if you'd like to take a look at it. It's about aster, and aster is a great plant to put in the ground also if you're wanting some color during the fall and make your fall gardens pop. I highly recommend mums, asters, daisies. I have Shasta daisies. Deadhead those. Deadheading is a tip that I can add to this. Don't overwater your plants. They don't like soggy roots. They don't enjoy it. Of course, mums and aster produce well in full sun, so it will do great in full sun. Make sure if you're planting indoor plants, if you're wanting some indoor plants for this fall season, make sure that they do face a window that sees lots of sun if it is required, if it requires sun and it's an indoor plant. If it is an indoor plant that is easy and doesn't require the sun, then you can actually keep it away in a different kind of window. Just make sure you read labels or ask one of your local nursery customer service people that are working there, one of the specialists there, maybe a cultivator in your area, about what's best to keep indoors and what's best to keep outdoors. Autumn plants usually require sun, so that's why I recommend this for your gardens. And if you're wanting some fall decor ideas for indoor plants, hit me up and I'll be able to add some content or give you some ideas for some fall decor that is indoors. Would love to help out with that. My indoor plants are doing really well right now, so I'd like to keep it that way, but I also have a humid home, so I have to keep my climate at a different level, at a different temperature. Talk about climate just a little bit about the mums, and then we can wrap it up. Climate on mums. Here it was once negative 17 degrees and once negative 18 degrees, and this is in Fahrenheit. So if so, that's around negative 27, negative 28 Celsius. And my mums came back the next year. So mums are strong, so are the Shasta daisies. Just make sure you deadhead them. Add mulch to the top so that you can cover your plants so that they can stay warm and maintain throughout the winter so that they can sprout back again when it's springtime and also the fall. Once again, this is Chrysanthemum. I hope you enjoyed my share and my chrysanthemums. I'm Spenta. I wish you happy gardening and a beautiful day.